It really is a precious sight, isn't it?
Hell yeah. Look at all those swimsuits. And volleyball has a very high bounce factor.
You know that's not what I was talking about. This moment, their happiness, it's what you fought so hard to protect, right, Glenn?
Who can say?
You mind?
Nope. Here it comes!
Thank you, Professor!
She looks like her.
Oh.
Sarah Silvers, of course.
Judging from her usefulness with Project Revive Life, do you believe the powers of Princess Hermione are nearing full maturity?
Yes. So, how would you like us to proceed, Grand Master?
Let us be patient and observe.
Understood, my liege. But there are those within the organization who are plotting to bring about the princess's rebirth themselves. Should I intervene?
Deal with them as you see fit.
Yes, Grand Master.
After all, the choices each of you make will be the blocks that build my story.
We're so glad you're here.
Please, eat as much as you like, sweetie.
That's right. Do you like roast beef? Because if not, we'd be happy to serve something else.
I know you want to be a good host, but Riel is just shy by nature. So maybe dial it down?
Oh, so you mean it's not because she hates the food?
Of course not.
Oh, what a relief! I was literally shaking from worry.
You silly Willy. All right, Riel. I just have to ask you this. Sistine and Rumia are always going on about that new Professor Radars. What do you think about him? Do you like him too?
For me, everything starts with Glenn.
That's some endorsement. He really must be a remarkable young man.
I'm not sure she meant it that way.
Please, just try the soup and the fresh salad.
Come on, Dad. It's too much. She can't eat it all.
Oh, dear. We'll be heading to the capital tomorrow. Can you run the house while we're gone?
Sure, I always do.
Say, that reminds me. I wanted to tell Sistine something, and I feel like it's important, but I can't remember what it was.
Beats me.
I'm not sure what to say, Sistine. About what happened. Don't worry, it's over. But I haven't apologized. You don't have to, okay? Even so, I'm sorry. And thank you. You're both so precious to me. You know that, right? I'm sorry. Professor Aphonia.
Malgalius' Sky Castle, huh? Your grandfather spent years researching this too, didn't he?
Yes. I'm hoping to carry his torch and unlock the mystery. Though it stumps so many others, I'm not sure I can.
The ones who accomplish true greatness are the foolish who keep pressing onward. The ones who accomplish nothing are the wise who know when to quit.
Is that a quote from someone?
It's from me. Give it all you've got. The ones who accomplish true greatness are the foolish who keep pressing onward. Right? The underground labyrinth. If I believe my own words, I need to go in again.
Yo.
Hey!
The library doesn't really suit you, Professor.
What are you talking about? I'm basically a walking tome of knowledge.
That's too stupid to even comment on.
Oh, you're no fun. By the way,
Yeah, what?
the other day when I nearly croaked, I heard you not only helped cast Reviver, you kept me breathing until it was ready, too. I'd hate to be an ungrateful jerkwad. So thanks, kid. Why does your face look like it's glowing?
Sisty, is something wrong? Did you make her cry? I've committed my life to protecting my friends.
Whoa, down, girl!
Each creation, grant into my hands a great blade.
God, son of a bitch! Come on, stop! I'm an innocent man! Pull out! Splendid flow of wind, pay heed. What are the chances I'd run into you the moment I arrived? Good morning, Sistine.
Shut the front door.
Sensing weird vibes here.
My name is Leos. Leos Klytos. I've been invited to this fine academy as a guest instructor. And I'm also Sistine's fiancé. Oh, yes, that's it.
Huh?
I was supposed to tell Sistine that Leos was coming to the academy today.
Oh, I forgot to.
Now wait just a minute, Leos. Since when are we engaged?
We made a promise to each other when we were children. Don't you remember that?
That was pretend, like make-believe.
Dude, you're not really serious, right? I mean, you can't be. If you want to pair off with her, I'll give you a shovel because you'll be digging your own grave.
You shot your cake hole.
I'll ask you kindly to refrain from insulting my future wife, sir. I will defend her.
Hold on, Leos. He's just joking, okay? The professor's just really dumb.
The professor? Does that mean... Are you Glenn Radars?
What, am I on a most wanted list now?
There's been a lot of talk about you at the Klytos Magic Academy. That's the school where I teach, if you haven't guessed. A promising new instructor making waves at Alzano Imperial. People can't help but gossip. They say unlike the current trend, to cram in as many spells as we can by rote, you are more focused on a deeper comprehension of the fundamentals and their practical application. There's even talk of original spells. That would be rare. I would love to sit in on one of your lectures sometime.
I don't know, there might be a waiting list.
Leos Klytos. He's a candidate to be the next head of the Countdom.
Sure, from the Imperial United Society. He's famous.
I told his school about our professor's medical leave of absence on a lark. I didn't expect them to send one of the greatest professors they have to help us.
I'm so excited. We're so lucky.
But you're right to be surprised, Headmaster. Don't you think them sending him here is bizarre?
Suppose so.
Don't give me that. You're just worried this actual talent is going to overshadow that loser apprentice.
I wish that was the case. It would make this a lot more simple.
Maybe it was only a child's game to you, but not to me. I love you profoundly, Sistine. Wow, congratulations, White Cat. I had you pegged as a lifelong spinster myself. I guess you can be loved. Man, just goes to show there's a weirdo for every type of fetish. Oh, you've got some planning to do? Well, I'll be happy to give a toast at your wedding as long as you have an open bar.
Nice distance. Sistine's so mad. Why is that? I think this is turning into a pretty big deal.
And that is the simplest way to explain Zeiser's formula for magic energy transduction performance. Up until recently, most attack spells employed by the Imperial military were one of three types: heat, cold, or shock. I hope now, with this elegant formula in mind, you can understand why. Take Shock Bolt, for example. It's perhaps our most basic spell. Yet, if you can apply these lessons, you can increase its output significantly. Since wind spells don't function this way, they have less military use. Yet they do have other merits, which I will be discussing in our next lecture. And that's the bell. Thanks for listening. I hope I've helped.
That was pitch frickin' perfect. He made the material force theory totally accessible to these kids. And that's a concept half the common mage troops in the military don't fully understand. But even if they can learn now, that doesn't mean they should. If they're smart and follow the theory to its end, they'll realize even Shock Bolt can kill if you boost it enough. They're learning to harness huge power without learning the judgment to back it up. They don't know what power means, what it can do to you, what consequences feel like. They just know it exists.
I'm guessing you don't really approve of this lesson, do you, Professor Radars?
You guessed right.
You tell us not to be dumb and to always think hard before we summon any new power. To learn to use magic and not let it use us. I think I finally understand your point. Well, you don't have to worry. I don't think any student you've taught will make that mistake. You've made sure of that.
Whatever. I'm probably just jealous Mr. Monocled Dreamboat is more competent than I expected. Hey, great job, White Cat. You must have quick claws for that catch.
You're not funny.
Sistine, how was that? I want to hear your candid opinion.
Okay. I thought it was phenomenal.
Well, that's a relief to hear. Especially from you. You've established quite a reputation with other teachers.
Just a few.
As I see it, I've cleared my first hurdle, in proving myself a suitable husband. I'm so glad.
Can you please stop saying that, at least in public?
Yeah! Sistine, would you join me for a walk outside? There's more I'd like to talk about.
I don't know. Does it have to be now? I have plans.
Of course it can wait. It's up to you. Though it is something I think we should discuss eventually.
I'm sorry, Rumia. Is it okay if I go?
Shall we?
Professor,
Yeah, what's up?
can I ask you a favor?
Doesn't this remind you of our childhood? Walking side by side, on beautiful grounds.
Yes, it does.
The passage of time is cruel, isn't it? I was so convinced what we had would never change that I've taken our relationship for granted.
Yeah, I guess I have too. The years sneak up on you. It takes work to keep a friendship close. If we don't make a conscious effort, then soon we'll just be fond memories to each other without that real connection.
I still don't get why you want me to help peep on someone else's romance.
It's just a hunch.
This has creeper written all over it.
Well, I for one want to make sure that doesn't happen, and I think I know the way. May we stop? Sistine Fabel, will you marry me?
Whoa! He just popped the question out of nowhere! Holy crap! Rumia, I take it back! This is a great show! You're worried. What's wrong?
I can't put my finger on it. I just have a bad feeling.
Oh, I get it. Like women's intuition, right? We'll talk about that later. But first, let's enjoy the drama!
Leos, I care about you, but I'm afraid my answer has to be no.
What? And why not?
I promised my grandfather to solve the mystery of Megalius' Sky Castle. To do that, I've got a lot more to learn about magic, and I can't afford to be pulled two ways. I'm sorry.
You haven't changed at all. I can't believe you're still focusing on that ridiculous fantasy. Magic archaeology. The exploration of ancient ruins and artifacts with the ultimate goal of unraveling the mysteries of past civilizations and recreating spells forgotten by time. It's an alluring idea, but no one has ever accomplished it. And the Sky Castle is the most opaque of all. Devoting your talents to the same fool's errand would be a meaningless, tragic squandering.
A fool's errand.
Your grandfather was brilliant. If he hadn't been obsessed with that castle, imagine how much more he could have contributed to a useful field. Please, Sistine, listen to reason and join me in my work. With your assistance, we could revolutionize military magic.
I'm sorry, Leos. You're a great mage and you have wonderful dreams. But so do I, and I won't give them up.
I want you to have dreams. I simply don't want you to waste your life.
Stop trying to tear her down, you shitbag!
Professor?
Walk the path you believe in, White Cat, and never forget your own life story. You're the main character, not this douche! Nailed it.
You're sticking your nose in again, and spying on us too? I beg your pardon, colleague. This is not your business, so stay out.
You're wrong. It is his business.
I'm sorry, what?
Explain, Sistine. What are you telling me?
Well, I'm saying the professor and I, we're madly in love, okay? And secretly engaged! That's why I can't marry you, Leos.
Well, I guess the White Cat's out of the bag!
Lies! My Sistine would never fall for a buffoon like you!
You're wrong, pal. She fell and fell hard. In fact, she just fell into my bed last night. It was...
Stop exaggerating! All we've done is kiss, okay?
Kiss? You kissed that cretin?
I'm lying, though not technically if you count mouth to mouth.
Face it, Goocher. White Cat's gonna marry me. So give it up.
I will not. Anyone who truly cares about Sistine would try to help her see the truth before it's too late. You're not fit to be with this lady.
And yet somehow I'm the one she's actually picked. Them's the breaks, Cyclops.
Steel yourself, Glen Radars. You're going to regret making an enemy out of me.
let's all calm down.
Wow, you're showing your true colors. You'd be bad news for her. I guess we have to make this official.
What's that mean?
I'll settle this the old-fashioned way. Let's do it! You got the balls to accept?
Nothing would please me more. We can agree on the details later. I've got a class to teach. Excuse me.
Well, that was fun.
Can you be serious for once?
Hey, come to think of it, this is actually a sweet plan. If I'm your husband, I won't have to work at all. I could be a kept man. So that's the gist. I'll get hitched to White Cat, live off her money, and spend the rest of my days as a shut-in who never wears pants. We just need to win. So I'm training you all for Mage Squad combat.
Seriously? Sistine, is he joking?
If it's your duel, why do we have to fight? Yeah, we didn't challenge the guy. Well, the terms are his call, which sucks, I know. Damn tricky weasel wants it to be a battle of our teaching skills.
Sorry to be blunt, but doesn't that mean you're screwed? He's like a teaching prodigy.
Just means we'll have to cram harder. What? Hey, I'll make it worth it, I promise. Once I'm stinking rich, I won't forget you guys.
Sounds like you're right back in the deep end. Competing for a woman you don't even love. You're despicable. Have you even stopped to think what she wants?
I'm more worried for me. Can you imagine me working the rest of my life? Enough about that. Why'd you call me here anyway?
I've received word that angel's dust has been smuggled into this city.
No way! I thought the means to create that junk had been destroyed during that whole thing last year.
Yes, we thought so as well.
That drug turns people into husks, mindless puppets to control. That case disgusted me.
Answer's no.
I haven't even asked you yet.
You don't have to. I knew how you'd react. So, I came to tell you not to get involved. Honestly, hearing that it's being used again makes me wonder if Sarah died for nothing.
I'm not gonna let that happen again, Albert. Not this time.
This time? Well... I was right. You do see Sarah in that girl.
Shut up.
Don't be embarrassed, Glenn. I like it. I think it's a beautiful dream. A mage of justice, always coming to the rescue. I often wish there was someone like that in the world. You should take pride in that dream, and cling to it. That's what I think.
Alright, White Dog, don't make it a thing.
Given the job we do, who wouldn't welcome a hero in their corner?
You're fine, Sarah. Don't worry about a thing. I'll always protect you. Wait, this is not what you...
Finish! What were you about to say?
Nothing. I said nothing. Forget it.
How did it play out, Leos?
Exactly the way you predicted. I mean, really, it was most uncanny. Right after I proposed, Glenn challenged me to a duel. I'm starting to think you're some kind of prophet.
I just know people. Leos, dance your best against Glenn for me. You will be laying down the foundation of my justice.
Why are you doing this? Talk to me, Rio! I wish I had another choice. But if I'm not dedicating myself to my brother in this cause, then what am I living for? Please help me.
It's you. I'm so sorry. I'm too late.
You're as resilient as ever, Glenn.
I guess I owe you pretty big.
You should thank Miss Fabel. Without her assistance, the reviver spell never would have worked. Her mana capacity is impressive.
I've had my suspicions for a while. You really are amazing, White Cat. A pain in my ass, but most of the good ones are.
We may be able to count on her in our mission to free the princess.
Let's not be stupid. She's a kid, Albert. She stays. So, what are we up against? Damn it, Riel.
I warned you to be careful when it came to her.
What else did you see coming? Did you think the researchers of Divine Wise Assery might show up here too?
I did. One of our investigations revealed a suspicious flow of money. Someone's sending a lot of new funding to the White Alchemy Lab. We probed further and found a likely connection between the researchers and the lab's director, Berks Blauman.
Then why didn't you tell me the last time we talked when you knew we were coming here? Oh, of course, because you were using Rumia as bait to draw them out. Did that come from military command or your precious leadership? Damn you! You could have helped!
I'm sure you know why I couldn't object.
Because if they turn their eyes on you, they could learn the truth about Riel. I get you were in a bind, but that doesn't excuse you letting this happen. Rumia's been through so much, and now you've used her for convenience.
My superiors are dishonorable for issuing this order. Going along with it makes me just as bad. I don't deny it. But I've given Riel her chance, and now I'm done with mercy. If she continues to stand on the wrong side, then I will destroy her.
No, that's not the answer. Riel's just confused. We have to show her the truth. I should have done that 2 years ago, back when I found her.
But now she's siding with her brother, right? You honestly think she's going to listen to you?
I'll make her. She's gonna listen even if I have to pound it into her stubborn little head.
You've got some nerve playing the hero. You ran away, abandoned your comrades without a single word. If you want to understand Riel's betrayal, then you should start with your own. You broke her heart. I'm not sure you even deserve to save her. You blame me. Well, blame yourself.
Look, I know, and I'm not gonna argue with any of that, okay? I screwed up. I know I don't deserve to be her friend. But I am her teacher, and she needs my help!
You haven't changed. And that's why, despite all else, I keep choosing to put my faith in you.
You ass? What was that for?
That was for you disappearing. Now I can forgive you.
Oh, you kept it?
My priority is rescuing the princess. If the situation requires me to kill Riel to do that, I'll shoot without regret. And I warn you not to complain.
You always were a tough nut to crack. Mr. Serious Pants over here says you helped me. Thanks, Sistine. Once again.
Hey, what's the professor up to now?
And that soldier who's with him.
Professor? I couldn't stop her from taking Rumia. I just froze.
Yes. Ha! Look, it's working. Project Revive Life will succeed at last. With me at the helm. Though I can't take sole credit, you gathered all three elements. And you even persuaded an enemy to switch sides and bring us the amplifier. I have to say, you're quite a resourceful young man.
You honor me with your praise, Director. I just knew we had to capture the amplifier somehow. Since we lacked the original spellcaster, it was the only way.
You should feel privileged you're contributing to this important work, young lady. I'm surprised you still have the energy to look at me. In that case, enjoy the view. Like most people, you probably think the researchers at Divine Wisdom are evil. But as I see it, the Imperial family are the true purveyors of terror in this land. It's enough to make me sick. An empire led by a family like that deserves a swift downfall, if you ask me.
That's enough, Berks. You've had your fun.
What do you know about them? What have they done that's so wrong?
How are you feeling, Riel? Everything all right?
How clever. So that's what he's up to.
Magic signals?
Yes. After the incident at the magic competition, I planted the first on the princess to tell me her whereabouts at any time.
So that's how you know where she is.
No, unfortunately that one was dispelled. But I planted another one on Eleanor Shallot.
Impressive work, Mr. Fraser.
The professor!
They will not impede our progress. One of my creations will make sure of that.
No security, huh? That's nice of them.
This will go quickly if that's the case. Roar, flame lion!
you didn't think the beasts would stop them. They've been trained by the Mage Corps, Mr. Blauman.
Curse them both.
What was the point of all that training with the professor if I can't even help when it counts? Sistine, what happened? Where's Rumia? This is bad, isn't it?
So, how's your Chimera trivia?
The military experimented with them for a while, but they were so dangerous the project was shelved.
You think you know a tour guide and then he tries to kill you. Well, looks like we're getting a 2-for-1 deal. Someone put on big boy pants today.
Look at them, fleeing like roaches for my jeweled beast.
Professor!
Like I told you, Eleanor, they're powerless against my alchemy.
We'll see about that.
The cycle of progress. 5 elements to elements. Sever the link woven between images and the truth. I declare that all creation shall perish here, in the distant dins of the void.
Extinction Ray! What? That can't be!
You clearly don't know your enemy. Professor Radars continues to impress.
Professor, please. He's a substitute, isn't he? I'm not scared of some magic teacher temp. I'll make him breathe his last.
Take note. I'll leave the rest to you and your little sister.
Understood, ma'am.
After all, I can't die here. There's too much work to do.
What do you mean? You're being totally vague!
I'm sorry. That's all I can say. But the professor's handling it. We just need to stay here until he gets back. Can we really just wait?
What if Rumia and Riel don't come back while we're twiddling our thumbs?
Don't talk like that! They'll come back!
You don't know.
Yeah, and waiting here won't help.
We should look for them too!
No, it's too dangerous!
So we abandon them because we're scared?
She didn't say that! She means searching blind could make things worse. We know the professor can be lazy and annoying and sometimes even a bastard. But he's shown us all that we can trust him when it counts, right?
But we don't know what's going on or what happened to the girls. What if this time it's something he can't handle alone? Or what if he picks now to be the moron version of himself?
Riel and the princess should be up ahead.
Look who's come to greet us. I feel so VIP.
Now you die!
He's even changed his own body. Alchemy addicts are sad.
I'll stay here and handle this monstrosity. You go on.
Oh, thanks. Just try not to have too much fun.
Lightning Spear. I suggest you focus on me.
Enough talk! I'm ready for action!
Oh, spare us the theatrics, Kosh. If the bastard didn't want our help, we shouldn't be trying to give it to him.
You're just too cool for anything, aren't you? Don't you care about our friends?
That's not it, Kosh. He means the professor had a reason for not wanting us to come. Right, Giebel? I'm worried about Riel and the professor, and Rumia is like a sister to me. So yeah, waiting here feels like torture. But if we go, what are we going to accomplish?
We know magic! We could help with whatever's out there!
Doubtful. We'd turn into more people he has to save. I know it's hard for everyone, but the professor asked us to stay. So I'm begging you to trust him. Yeah, okay, we get it already.
Sorry, I guess I'm just a worrier. It's probably less of a crisis than I think.
Even if it is serious, the professor can handle it. Remember how he took out those terrorists all by himself? I believe in him.
Thanks, guys, really. Why are you crying, Sistine? Is there something else? No, it's just the stress.
It's almost complete. But I fear those 2 vicious mages will be here soon. You'll defeat them, won't you, my dear sister? And keep me safe?
Of course. You're my only reason for living.
Good girl.
Professor!
Hey, Rumia, what's hang? And that's a pun I immediately regret.
Thank goodness you're safe. I've been worried sick, sir.
Strung up like a slab of meat and she's worried about me. Riel, enough with the mute routine. Aren't you gonna say something after literally backstabbing me? And you, Lord Derpyface. Did you have to dangle my haughty student in chains? Because I'm not saying I have a bondage fetish, but if I did, that would be distracting. Okay?
Our director does have a flair for the dramatic.
You like dramatic beatdowns too?
Stop there. Don't come any closer to my brother.
Thanks, Riel. I knew I could count on my sis. Make sure he doesn't interfere with our work.
I understand. I beseech creation. Grant into my hands a great blade.
Come on, Riel. You sure you want to fight me? I'd say you've taken this little prank far enough.
Talk all you want, Glenn. I'll protect my brother to the very end.
You idiot! This is all just a trick! Your brother's as dead as this chode's about to be!
Shut up!
Yelling at me won't make it less true!
How can you deny it when he's standing right there?
Listen, Riel, you're confused!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Damn it, she doesn't want to listen to me. How do I make her see?
Come on, Riel. Bring it on!
Albert's right. It's my fault for not telling her the truth and for running away without her. But I'm not running now. She just has to hear me.
Hey! Stop! Don't do this, Riel! I know he's trying to help you! Don't hurt him! He's too important to follow us! And you're important to us too, Riel! We care about you! Don't you remember the stars?
Now's my chance.
Turning on Rumia must have been hard. Do you really love your brother that much?
Yes, he means everything to me. That's why I've decided to dedicate my life to him.
I guess I didn't want to believe because I was jealous he meant so much to you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying if you do this for him, he must be a great guy, and I should give him a chance. So, introduce us. What's his name?
Why are you asking me that now?
Riel! He's stalling! Finish him!
Oh, come on, it's a simple question. Tell me his name, and I'll back down.
Don't listen! He's playing mind games!
Say it, Riel. I'm waiting.
His name?
What's wrong?
My brother's name. My brother's... My head hurts. What's happening? My brother's name. What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember it?
It doesn't matter if you forgot! I'm still your brother!
Let the plate of order tip to starboard.
It was a risky bet.
Get off me!
You can't win. This isn't my strength you're feeling. It's gravity.
Gravity manipulation.
Just sit tight. I'll take care of this.
Get away from my sister!
Shut up! Your con game's over!
How could you?
I knew when you said Riel. Next time you want to pose as her brother, you should go with the girl's actual name!
We called it Project Revive Life. Or for short, Project Riel. That's right. My brother's name was Sion.
I decided to name Alucia's copy after the project. Has a nice ring, don't you think?
Riel?
Raynor, we need to stop this. How many innocent people have we sacrificed just to make this one clone? You can leave the group with us. I've already made arrangements. The Imperial Court Mage
Raynor! Alucia, run! I don't need you anymore either, Alucia. Since I already have your 3 elements in hand, I'll put you to rest right next to your brother.
I remember now who I... no, what I am.
2 years ago, Sion betrayed the project and reported us to the Imperial Court Mage Corps, which led to them raiding our lab and setting us back till now.
Yeah, I know all about it. I'm the one Sion contacted.
The project's almost finished. All they need now is my original spell to complete the ritual. I'm the only one there who can cast it. If I leave, they're stuck. But Glenn, if I help you, there are 2 others I want to save. We've been through everything together, friends our whole lives.
And their names?
Elucia and Raynor, sir.
He went to arrange your extraction. Then we lost contact, so we raided the lab. But Sion was already dead. And his sister was too wounded to save. All I could do was protect the copy. The manufactured girl who inherited Elucia's astral code, and all her memories right up to the moment of her death.
The copy. That's me.
I thought I had altered your memories to suit my needs, but I guess I didn't have time for a full scrub before we were raided. Oh well, the first draft's always junk.
Look, you bastard. Don't talk about her like that.
But it's just the truth. She is junk. A broken egg.
Damn you! Thunder Emperor, pierced with your brilliant lens of light!
Let me introduce the new and improved model.
Oh, hell.
Now these girls are real perfection. I eliminated all those pesky emotions, which makes them so much easier to control. I call them my little army of puppets. Now, girls, destroy these intruders!
That was way too close.
Why protect something worthless? I'm just a copy. I'm not real.
Shut up, dummy. You answered your own question. I wouldn't risk my life if you were worthless.
But I'm a doll. What worth can I have?
A doll wouldn't be moping like that. I don't see you as a doll or a copy. And neither does White Cat or Rumia or the rest of the class.
That's right, you're our friend!
There, you see?
But I've been cruel. I've done terrible things to you. And Sistine and everyone else.
Then apologize later! Look at hurts! The trick is to find something you can care about and just live for that. Forget about the nature of life. All that hippie crap's just gonna strain what little brains you have left.
Something I can care about? I'm sorry, my sisters. I know it's a selfish choice, but I'll live a life for all of us.
No, this can't be! Thunder Emperor appears with your brilliant lens of light!
Magic hour's over. Now it's time for the fool. Sorry for this, Rumia. Just close your eyes. It'll be done soon.
That look. It's like when I first met him.
Please, no. Don't kill me.
Say goodnight, Mullet. Did you really think I'd blow your brains out in front of two of my own students? I'm not a monster. Just stay away from my kids. Or I will end you!
Death to you, even last rites shall be forgotten. Repent for eternity as you burn in Limbo's crimson flames.
I said die, and it chose me!
In theory, you receive the ball based on its angle to the ground and...
It really is a precious sight, isn't it?
Hell yeah. Look at all those swimsuits. And volleyball has a very high bounce factor.
You know that's not what I was talking about. This moment, their happiness, it's what you fought so hard to protect. Right, Glenn?
Who can say?
Yes, I have it. The entire Project Revive Life ritual is now ours.
Lately, something hugely important has been missing from this show. Can you tell me what it is? Lunchboxes!
Real previews!
No! You're all wrong! Come on! You're obviously not paying attention! It's missing my screen time!
The problem is you're too strong a maid, so if you showed up, you'd just make things too easy and kill the suspense. It's writing 101!
It's no fair! I wanted to go on a field trip, too! I wanted to frolic on the beach and get food service! Why doesn't anyone want me? Professor Eponia! Want to play volleyball with us? This kind of seems off topic, but playing with Celica would be fun. You do want me? Then that settles it! The next episode will be entirely focused on me and these lovely girls with non-stop beach volleyball!
Is that for real?
I hope so! I just shaved my pasty white legs!